Kia ora whanau and welcome back to the Southern Star Tarot. Please do excuse the noise outside. They are doing a final push on getting the road in that leads up to the bridge on the walkway. So the machinery has been going since 7 a.m. this morning, and I was hoping that they would quieten down, but they haven't. So let's get into it. We have watched the world here from where the sun rises first, and sometimes we see tremors before the earthquake. The US house is moving in a strange, fast, right way or wrong way now. I don't know, whichever way you want to look at it. With resignations, special elections, and a speaker who's publicly describing his role as in survival mode after a weekend of interviews with his wife. That in that combination is changing the energy. So that's why I wanted to wait until Monday morning to record this, to see what the energies are over the weekend. So that was great call from my guides to do that. So my friends, we're going to be pulling 5 cards today from the mystical medley deck here, and we're going to do a deeper dive into the current events and the headlines. And the reason I'm using this is because everything that's happening in US politics and also here in New Zealand politics seems to be a little bit cartoonish from an outsider's vantage point. So let's see what's behind the headlines. Let's see what the energy is going to produce and what's going to be next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shuffling the cards, and you'll see in my description I've actually put down some sources from where I got information, and there's a broad spectrum of sources that I actually did use over the weekend. So do have a look, do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only, my friends. Please do like, share, subscribe, and do watch to the end, because I am going to be pulling 1 or 2 cards from the Egyptian Gods Oracle to see if they've got any messages, and potentially 1 or 2 more cards from the Mystical Medley. Let's put these cards aside for the moment, and before we begin, let me just keep shuffling, and then I'm going to do a quick cut and we're going to get into it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, cards are sticking. Sorry about that. Let's have a look. Let's put this box aside. Oh, cards are listening. Tower. Isn't he a hanged man at the moment? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Judgement. And let's see if we get all of this in. And the Sun. What is underlying? Again, 10 of Pentacles, a different deck. 10 of Pentacles coming up again. Legacy of the party, legacy of people. Wow. Put this aside. I'll leave this card aside here, and then we will have a look. I saw another card showing it. So my friends, let's begin, because a lot of people are saying this whole modulated green scenario was like a canary in the coal mine scenario, and this whole redistricting thing that Mark Johnson is entangled to is also shifting some parameters and everything. So just as I say, also this is not a political comment, no nasty political comments, and that's it, you know. I'm just going purely on energy and purely on research that I have done. I've even burnt some sage this morning as well, because the energies were just through the roof. So let's have a look here at the 5 cards. The Tower, as I said, the Hanged Man, Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and the Sun. So let's actually have a look and see what these cards are saying to us. This Tower card here is the headline of structural collapse. In political terms, it's the resignations, the whistleblowing, the alliances crashing, the leadership that's being exposed, or lack of leadership that's being exposed. Was Johnson personally immersed in this redistricting fight and the exodus of members that are continuing? The tower energy is very active. It isn't subtle, it is loud, it is a bang. You can have a look there. The poor little tower is grabbing, it's a massive bang, and the crown is being knocked off the head. And it is all in public. It's where everybody can see it. Let's move on to the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is this space, I would say, that is between suspended votes, delayed decisions, delays in swearing people in, delays on releasing certain files, we all know what that is, and special elections that are pending. It's all in limbo. Look how uncomfortable he looks. Almost looks like a little Pinocchio with the nose. In limbo. And it is this pause where the public watches and the political actors are reconsidering things. This is described as, I think, waiting between resignations and special election outcomes, because it can change quite a bit, which then I think leads us into this wheel of fortune. This wheel is spinning extremely fast. To look at all the anger there, and I think that angry face there is a reflection of the public, of the voters, of everybody being upset about what's going on. And this wheel, I think, is turning quicker than normal. These redistricting debates and super exits and tight special elections means every seat now has extra leverage. One upset can change the procedural votes or block leadership agendas. When the wheel spins in a fragile majority, chaos, I can tell you now, chaos is likely. And not just likely, chaos is imminent. Judgment is coming. A reckoning is coming. And Judgment is showing strongly exposures, public accountability, and the moral accounting that often follows intense collapse. Johnson's survival mode, this hanging in suspension interview, and he and his wife is trying to humanize the pressure. But I think it actually made him look very vulnerable in a moment where truth matters. Journalists and political rivals will use that to shape narratives. That's if they've got the gonads for it, let's put it that way, because they're all very quiet on certain things. But let's hope that this is a turning point for the media as well. Then let's have a look for that positive. Sorry my friends, the camera just cut out. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It keeps doing this. I need to have a look at it. But let's quickly run through this. Watch the redistricting, watch the vacancies, watch the narrative shifts. And we will do a follow-up. Let's quickly, before this cut out again, before it cuts out again, let's quickly get an oracle here. Ominous transformation. And isn't this so brilliant? And then the card underneath it that is showing it, reassessment. Transformation and reassessments on the card for you guys. So my friends, until we speak again, watch out for the red omen warning coming up next. Speak to you soon.